Hi, passionate greetings from PALI Global here in Accra, Ghana. Let me quickly observe the following protocols. On behalf of the PALI Board of Directors, the Eminent Advisory Council of PALI Global, notable individuals, life patron, Professor Joseph Ofori Dankwa, Council Member Mama Janet Adama Mohammed, Council Member Patron El Ankara, Council Member Mr. Samuel Nanakwa, Chief Risk Officer GCD Ghana, and on my own behalf, you are welcome to our official website page. My name is Pa Kumi Frank. I happen to be the founding president and chief of party. PALI Global has been in existence in the past 16 years. Who are we? We are a human development and public policy influencing organization with an established niche centered around ideation, and by ideation I mean we sell ideas, we give novel concepts with public institutions, government, communities, and individuals who are on a tangent of consolidating their legacies. Again, our next niche is in the area of talent development. We believe that globally, if we leverage on individual talents, we would reduce unemployment to the barest minimum. Final area, or the last not the least of our niche, is the promotion of African Renaissance. We have as an orientation of the inclination of this institution very sensitive to the African rising narrative, and therefore we promote the African cultural heritage. PALI Global, what drives what we do is the fact that there is a human development gap. Number two, there is the challenge with our social constructs as a people. Therefore, in tangent with this, all our services, products, interventions, projects, programs are targeting at addressing the following. Chief among them include empowering the younger generation through talent development and professional skills bolstering. Again, the third reason or the interventions we are addressing, we seek to promote accountable leadership and responsive society or citizenry. We believe that as a people, our very orientation and disposition to the subject of leadership needs to be taken a second look at. We have to do what we call a social reorientation or social orientation of the African people about the subject of leadership, particularly servant leadership. Who are our target group? Since we believe that growing leaders is the best strategy to fix the hurdles of society and our developmental challenges, PALI Global is open to everybody on this planet Earth who believes and share in our ideals and value systems. We are targeting young people from the teenage stage, that is to say 13 years, up to that is 35. These are our prime constituents. Again, the third layer of our targets are individuals who believe in the African rising narrative. For us, we are cautiously optimistic about the African rising narrative. Therefore, we welcome into our fold people who share in our mission and vision of an African leadership that is inspired by true service and not any other motive. So these are our target groups. We invite you to be part of the rewriting of the African New Chapter. We believe that without the cooperation, without the emergence of leaders, industry leaders, high-tech leaders, faith leaders, etc., the world will be robbed of ideas, innovation, creativity. Because I recall that when I completed high school, I find it very difficult linking up with some good friends of mine, but for the blessing of Facebook, among other things. So leadership is so important in order for us not to be robbed of complex societal problems, which almost looks like a tall mountain, are often demystified with leadership solutions. Again, a good example is the emergence of mobile telephony, and so now you can make calls in the streets across the world, from Dar es Salaam to Nairobi to Accra to Jobel to cosmopolitan London to New York. You can easily do that through Zoom and other virtual spaces during the lockdown and the heat of the pandemic. All meetings and all interaction and exchanges took place through the benefit of high-tech platforms. And that, to me, presents a compelling case of why leadership is important, because leaders solve problems, complex ones, of course. Execution cannot occur. We have people, organizations, nations that talks a lot. They have powerful, sharp blueprints. They have powerful strategic plans and all that. But hey, it takes leadership to get things done. That is why my favorite leadership definition by John Cutler says leadership is the development of vision and strategies, is the alignment of relevant people behind those strategies, it is the empowerment of individuals to make the vision happen despite obstacles. So leaders are executors. Without leaders, the world would be on a standstill. We will not see much of ideas becoming tangible. We will not see much of ideas being executed for our comfort and convenience. So then finally, ladies and gentlemen, the critical, most important question people often ask through our email and social media handles is that, what is so different about PALI Global? Of course, multiples of institutions are in downtown, on the African continent, in the world at large, holding portfolios, etc. What is so special? What is so unique about this very brand called PALI Global? In fact, PALI Global exerts a considerable amount of leadership and social influence. Are striving to achieve this based on our ability to prescribe what we call spot-on solutions. We are able to diagnose right on spot what the challenge is, and not only being able to be good at diagnosis of societal, human development gaps and social constructs challenges, but we are able to devise strategies and innovatively and creatively come up with concepts that has the potency and to address the challenge or the gap head on. So in summary, we are different because we command and exert leadership influence by spot-on diagnosing to societal problem. We are able to design interventions that add value to the human talents, to the human capability, in order to enhance and enrich human development or human capital development, which in the 21st century seems to be the new commodity. The intangible assets, as against cocoa, gold, diamond, etc., seems to be the new commodity. Therefore, we think that emphasis should be given to the human development or human capital, adding value to human capital advancement, so as to be able to stay ahead of even a competitive world. Once again, on behalf of the board of directors of PALI, the members, the distinguished members of the PALI Eminent Advisory Council, to all stakeholders, to all fans of the Pan-Africanist agenda, to all lovers of nature, to all lovers of people, thank you so much for your audience, and do not hesitate to drop an email to us, paligana@gmail.com. Continue to like our social media handles at PALI Global, both Facebook and YouTube. Let's have a conversation and let's see a world that is progressively embracing innovation and staying ahead of challenges of the day.